maybe I should just show him this fucking part of this podcast.
Why not?
So that, yeah, maybe I'll just send him a link to this shit and he'll actually listen to it and like we could talk about it. That'd be cool. This is fucked up, Abraham.
You should do it. No, I mean,
Nah, let me stop.
podcast and stuff. Boom, we started. Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
Who am I with right now?
Michael Chapa from San Antonio, Texas. Local house producer. Local, well, that's really it. I'm just a fucking house producer with a fucking day job. So,
so what's the day job? Can you say it or no?
Rather not.
Okay.
I want y'all to see my fucking persona only. Don't be
Alias.
don't be hollering at Michael Chapa isn't even my real name and shit.
What is?
No, that is my
That
real
should be
name.
album one.
That's not my real fucking name. But
So you got the mask on, the quote Future, right? That's right now. That's who I'm talking to. Mask on.
no mask on.
Okay, mask off. Fuck it, mask off.
Mask off. I'm gonna keep that
anyway, let's not say too much. I don't want to pay him. But so yeah, man. How did you get into this music game? Cause I only just met you like a few months, maybe a month ago or 2 months ago.
I think we met. Where the fuck did we meet? All right, I saw you last week, but before
that was
that,
at Thirsty Camel.
No, before that, how the fuck did we meet?
Oh, I think I met you. I think I did. Did I?
I saw you at the meetup. There was like a synthesizer meetup at Southtown Vinyl. Shouts out Southtown Vinyl, Tommy Newman.
Did I meet you there though? Like for the first time,
I think so because
a part of me wants to say like I think my real conversation comes because of the Ventura post.
Oh yeah.
But see, I don't know. But I feel like I had added you already.
I met you.
How did you meet me?
I met you because I went to this web developers meetup here in San Antonio, and I met some guy named Jaime.
Was that like?
And I added him. I added him on Facebook, and then I saw another person that looked like Jaime. He looks like you. So I added you, and I was like, huh, well, maybe his fucking name isn't Jaime. Maybe it's Abraham. All these motherfuckers look alike. They all look like.
So how you get Jaime and Abraham like together?
I met so many people that day. I just added you, and then you're going on. Because he's developing the software for some like modular synthesizer that he's making called Axolotl or something like that. And he makes music. So I was like, oh, like these people kind of overlap with each other.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the same fucking guy. And then I added you, and then you're going off on this Ventura post about how like fuck these microphones and all this shit, and then I like that. Like that's pretty cool. I was like, this guy's fucking wilding out on Facebook. That's not normal. Like people tend to not say things like that.
I don't even barely post on Facebook in terms of like text, like meaningful text. I almost never post. So if I'm posting that, you know I was angry.
Me neither. Yeah, like if you're getting someone to post on Facebook, like you fucked up because like now that they're actually like
I did it probably like in an asshole PC, not non-PSCS way, because I tagged everybody and anybody.
Oh yeah, that's rowdy. So this guy called out the venue and he fucking tagged the owner. So like he's asking for it, man. And then I saw like when it gets up to like anything more than 10 comments, like it's gonna start getting turned up. Like this whole was like at
over 60 to 100.
60 to like 100 comments, just people
who have never commented on anything I've ever posted.
Yeah, like just people coming, like everybody coming out for each other's defense.
San Antonio music scene, local Illuminati.
And you were like, yeah, exactly. It was right? And you were like a little pariah for a minute. People like. But that's just the internet. Like
I did part of that. I did on purpose. Like I told people like. First of all, I was just angry with the whole situation. You can't be a venue and only have 3 mics. That disqualifies you. Let alone their payout situation sucks too. You don't get paid as an artist until you meet their cutoff amount, and then you have to meet another one for the sound guy, I believe. If I remember. I have it written down on that post. I don't remember. It's been a while.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so like that night we didn't get paid. I didn't care, but the guy from San Marcos put it up, and he didn't know that, so he's over here getting disappointed and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm like, no one in this whole town has a payout thing. Like, if we don't meet a certain amount, you get no money. because we need to pay the sound guy. Like, well, why you ain't paying the sound guy in general? Just pay the fucking sound guy.
That is true.
And then the sound guy that night, that was his first time using that soundboard. So I had to Google the instruction manual myself to answer a question that I asked him that he didn't know.
So they should have paid you.
They should have gave me the sound guy money. Shit. And I taught him to it. He said, thank you. He literally said that. like, so, I mean, yeah, it's just, and there's a bunch of other shitty stuff, but like, it was just like, dude, why is this still allowed? You know what I mean? That's why I was frustrated. Like, why is this still allowed? And you know why it's still allowed? Because some of those anti-comments were like, it's a local show. Like, deal with it. Like this is what it's supposed to be. So I'm like, so we're supposed to suck. Thank you. I'm sorry. I totally misconstrued like everything. I how dare I expect a goodness? Like a little bit of pain, you know what I mean? Like, no, I ain't talking about money. Just the whole situation. They were like, it's a local show. No money. I know. I forget. We're not getting paid. Local show. I'm talking about how dare you ask for like a PA that's good, or how dare you ask for microphones? This is a local show. Like, well, is Limelight not local? Is 502 bar not local? Like,
yeah, true that.
Or did I make it and did I give people the wrong bank account and have I been getting the wrong royalties?
That makes sense. That
Paper Tiger, is that like not local? They have microphones. I've never had to bring my own shit to those places.
Yeah. So for everybody out there, please
first. That's the way I start all my pod. That's not how I start all my pod.
You just start talking shit. You start hating on everybody. This is the haters cast.
But it is what it is. But nah, let's go back to you because that's what we're supposed to do. So you told me you just started in November doing music?
So, I to like really the very beginning when I first started had to be like.
And real quick, like, is that your start? Like, you never.
So I would say like
no other instruments or anything.
Like I never played. Like I picked up guitar every once in a while. Yeah. I can play some guitar, but I'm not like some of these cats. I'm not legit. And when I first started like getting into music, I started like rapping and making beats and shit like that on everybody uses that cracked FL Studio and all that shit. And
Studio made a generation.
Right?
It did.
Especially electronic, man. Like FL Studio is pretty legit. Anyway, I got started on that FL Studio, probably like back in 2013, and I dropped it, and I never like took it seriously. And I say like I started back in November of 2016 because that's when I did my first open mic playing and like actually going out. Like I would go out, do open mics. I would go and play. I've played on some shows for some people at some local clubs and local bars. And just started in November.
I thought that was interesting when you told me that last week. Like you started with open mics because I was like, man, like it just never occurred to me to ever play an open mic. So I started with beat battles and then just shows after that.
Yeah.
The beat battles might as well have been my open mic because those are 5-minute sets. And like, how long are you going at an open mic?
How long? What do you mean?
Like, how long is your set at open mic?
Oh, usually they're like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So if I'm lucky and there's like nobody signed up, I get free reign. But
4 hours.
Yeah, like I'll get like an hour or like an hour and a half with just like a sound guy, and that's pretty legit, man. But when I first started, I didn't know how to use any of that shit. I didn't know how to work with like a sound engineer. I didn't know how to like how to transition between tracks and like keep momentum. I mean, it was a fucking nightmare starting in November, man. It was tough. I started at Sam Ash. That's the music store.
Yeah. They
have an open mic out there on Wednesdays.
I did not know that.
So I went out.
Can you use any gear, or does it have to be?
You can use anything. You use anything. They have gear for you to use up there, but I had my own. Drum machine.
But can you use anything in the store? I guess is what I meant.
I don't know.
Because then that would be the most awesome open mic ever. Because then I'd be like, maybe we need to go. Because I don't have 10 G's, but I'm like, they do.
Open the case. I want that Sting guitar. I want to play that one.
Yeah.
I like the timbre, and that shit's tough. Anybody in San Antonio or any place, if you can do like a open mic that's lit completely, has like 40 people that are all just staring at the stage, no alcohol involved, that's legit. That's good because that'll make you feel the heat pretty quick because everybody has to watch you, and there's no alcohol involved, so you have to do pretty good for people to actually give a fuck, and so you can go home and not hate yourself for the next week.
Yeah, see, I was like super scared. That's why the boosh kids happens. Because if I come here 10 deep,
Yeah, you can't be scared. Yeah, like you fuck up, then nobody like you have your whole team behind you. But it's different. Being, something I've seen a lot at these open mics, man. These comedians in the city, they fucking roll deep. Like I've seen them roll like with 5, 6 of them, and they.
Yeah, but the difference is they're not all 5 gonna go up on stage, or do they? Do they just stand there staring at the?
It's not that, but like they come as a squad. They sign up right down the line. And it's like they change the environment so that it's geared towards them. So that there's like 2 tables of 3 watching one homie, and like he's out there doing bits, and like if he fucks up, they kind of laugh at that shit. You know, it's funny when they're bombing, and then of course like you got the support, you got the understanding of like those people that are here to watch you, work things out. So the comedians are pretty legit in that regard, but yeah, I don't even know where the fuck I was going with that. I just figured I'd bring that up. But
or nah, you gonna say something?
I just ran into a lot of people like that, and it's been different. Like I don't do open mics so much anymore. There's some real good ones around town.
Big timer now. That's why.
I'm not a big timer now. Fuck now. It's just this is a rock. Like people like rock music here, man. I
think that's the old stereotype, though. I think. Dude, the way the mix
at the open
converted.
Mics.
Oh, I'm sorry.
At the open mics,
I don't know that scene.
All I see is okay. So
I meant the city,
all I see is people with fucking guitars, and that's it. Like it's just a lot of guitars and a lot of people singing country.
Always singer-songwriters.
A lot of singer-songwriters
dominate open mics.
So when I hop in that bitch and I'm playing my fucking drum machine and my synthesizer, and I'm like doing some like 125, 130 BPM shit, and I'm like getting turned up. People like some people don't give a fuck. Sometimes I pull the girls and it's nice. Like they get into it because they like some of them like club music. Some guys are into it. A lot of fucking guys are into it, which is okay. I'd rather have
somebody than nobody.
I'd rather have like an even mix. But there's a lot of dudes that like electronic music.
I think almost stereotypically though, like now, like even though a lot of stuff I grew up. Always started male dominant. Now there's like a lot of females in all of it. Still not maybe over 50.
That's what I hear.
But I think almost every scene is still gonna start, unfortunately, male percentage wise. Like it's gonna be high.
Well, I have
even the great dubstep started the same way. Now it's like 50-50, if not more women. But before I started out with men.
I have like this idea about electronic music.
Tell me
this might be like an American thing. I don't know. I don't know shit, but like. I've been to like a lot of like I haven't been to a lot. I've been to a few festivals and stuff, and there's a lot of dudes. Like it's a lot of guys, and I think it's like they need an outlet to like thump their chest and to get that energy out. And this is like
that's where the bro step name came from.
This is where like that new outlet is. Like you got to fucking get that energy out, and I see a lot of fucking.
This is the new age metal because instead of mosh pits, you do that.
Yeah, it's just like fucking grooving at a festival. So maybe it's like tapping into something more. I mean, it is fucking primal, dog. It's just like dum, 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 dum.
Heartbeats.
I think it's very, very masculine in that regard.
What made you even want to? I guess start making music.
So, that's hard. I grew up listening to a lot of music, like, and my mother played a lot of music to me when I was a kid, and I was really big. Like, she used to play. My dad used to listen to a lot of Santana, and a lot of like Tejano music, and just like and Maz, and like real good, like just fucking good Mexican music, and real good like dance music, like Tejano music. I love that shit. And then my mom was really into like Marvin Gaye and like Earth, Wind and Fire, and my dad too, things like that. And those are like what kind of got me started on that. Like, man, I love Marvin Gaye. Like, he has a greatest hits album that I used to listen to constantly. And I feel like that was real big for me. Like, those, when I think back, those are like the albums that made me really like music. I just listened to them over and over and over and over. Listen to them over and over and over. And something in me just wants to make it. I think I saw a guitar. There was like some busted up guitar in my garage. And I remember it was there since I was a kid, since I was like 6 or 7. Just some fucking old busted guitar. The strings are all like loose and shit, and I'd mess around with it. Couldn't make a sound out of it, but it just intrigued me. Like I just want to play it. I just want to fuck with it, you know. And then yeah, I like freestyling.
I just saw. They don't know this because it'll be on the same stream, but it'll be different podcasts, like the music in this part. But you like did it all live on the spot. Like, so most people are used to the DJ. You were actually like, you had like 3 keyboards. You know, I'm gonna count the 808 as a keyboard.
That's cool, man. That's no problem.
And yeah, you're making this music. So the thing I was wondering, because you're talking about freestyling, do you have songs or that you go to on there, like ideas or patterns, or are you just like, I'm gonna just wing it?
So like that, the drum patterns I was playing today, I made that at a house party 2 nights ago. So that whole set that I played earlier is the same pattern, and so at the very end I switched it over to something else. But
so are the patterns the things you store, the drum patterns, but is the melodies?
So
can those change all the time?
On the bass station, that's like stateless. There's like you can save like. You can't really save patterns on them. Like the sequences for some reason get overwritten. You can only save like 4 sequences for all the patches that are in the machine, which fucking sucks. You need to fix that, Novation. Unless I fucking broke my machine or I'm not using it right. Somebody tell me. Novation Bass Station 2, I can't save fucking sequences on it. So I've been playing that shit live. And then I got the mini log, and the mini log is excellent. I wasn't a big fan of Korg, but
I don't know anyone who has it who doesn't love it.
I didn't know how fucking good Korg is, and huge fan of theirs. They're G's, dude. They're G's. They're fucking legit.
Yes, they're G's.
I can't remember who the engineer was on this one, but he's legit. He just left Korg, and God bless him, because he made the whole vocal line.
I just saw them on vocals, but they're real good.
He did the mini log, a line in the monologue, and some other shit.
You ever heard of the DS game, DS10? I had the Korg DS game, and it's a
I've
Korg,
seen that.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I gotta get that. And that thing saves patches. And so I've been really working with it a lot. And I a lot of the pads that I do are saved in there, and I run those as a loop, and those tend to give me a good atmosphere so that I can get into the drum machine and start fucking around and start chopping it up and kind of breaking up the monotony of the loop that I'm playing.
Yeah.
So some things are kind of saved. I mean, you really have to kind of save some things. You can't make everything on the fly. Yeah. But as far as like modulation and changing like parameters and changing the decay on things and the pitch and the levels and muting certain instruments and changing the rhythms and shit, I do that, a lot of that on the fly. It's open format. Like I change it constantly.
So you just drop 40 second set. That
would be the shit. I'll start dropping 40-second sets and shit.
You just drop a 40-minute set, and like, so I asked you, but we were gonna save it for here. What's the goal with music? Because you don't have any of it online. You told me, right?
Yeah, like there's some like.
So like what do you want to do? What do you want to do with this then? Because if people can't hear you, is it just something you're doing for you, or like?
I don't know. I like when I first started making music, when I started making like rap music and rapping and shit like that.
Is that online? Please, I want to hear
that.
Nah,
fuck no. You dick. Trust me, you know I hate that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. And like around then, you know, like you're young, you're stupid, you have all these fucked up ideas of what success is, and so like that was like a thing. It's like, oh, I want to fucking make it. I'm gonna be a rapper and all this shit. It's like that's not how it goes, man. Like that's just not me. I'm not committed to that, and I'm not super lyrical or anything like that, and I'm not fucking thug. Like, you know, like I fucking love trap music, and I would make it all day, and I would be talking about, you know, that's
still
not what
make beats for people.
That's not what I rapped about. But like, if I could, I would be fucking talking about trapping and slinging dope and shooting people and slapping bitches and shit. Like, I love all that. Love it. It's just so fun to talk like that, you know.
I'll tell all that. I'll big up to all that.
Yeah, like that. Like, it's just fun to talk like that. And so like, I couldn't do that, and I don't know why I got into club music. It's kind of random how that.
Were you
how
listening
that went.
to it too or no?
You know, if I had to consider like what got me into that, like maybe like Daft Punk was kind of what got me like really into it. Their first album, Homework.
Oh man, the sampled one. That was the first one's the sampled one.
Is it?
Well, I mean, where they use a lot of samples, the first album, versus now where they're like more organic.
Yeah, yeah, they have a lot more instrumentation and shit. Yeah,
because you don't want to pay that shit, that royalty.
I haven't paid attention to like the way they developed that album,
early
like what instruments and shit.
Very sample based heavy.
It's a lot of looping and shit. But
yeah, that's why. That's another reason.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Let me finish that
going.
that answer. And so like making electronic music, I guess right now, like as far as it goes, I just want to. I'm 26 years old, man. Like I'm gonna fucking die probably when I'm like 75, hopefully. So I'm trying to have I'm trying to have fun. Like I don't know where it's gonna go, but I just like to make beats and dance and shit, and I can't help it. Like it is what it is. Like, well, I'm not trying to put a name on it. I'm just trying to like.
What I meant more was, I guess, because sometimes I meet people and they do stuff, but I just like why can't I go and hear your shit right now? Like why is it not out there? That's what I mean.
I don't honestly. I don't think it's ready.
But when is it ready? Here's the thing.
I think it's ready in person.
Unlike most people, like you're new, so like I can almost be like, okay, like, but most people have been musicians for like years and they're like, it's not ready. I'm like, well, when is it ready, dog? You're only getting older. But you're like November, so I'm like, okay, I can't hit you up.
I hear a lot of people say this about like their productions. They're like, it's never gonna be done.
It isn't.
I needed to get this, and I'll get there. Like I'll get to the point soon, and I'm projecting probably like next year I'll be dropping a lot of stuff. I've been recording a lot of demos. I'm recording a demo right now for the Red Bull Music Academy. So I'm calling in a lot of people that I jam with to record tracks and stuff, and after I'm done with that, I'll definitely be releasing that. But I'm more concerned with gaining an organic fan base and just meeting people, like I grew up.
That is the thing you should stay focused on, by the way.
I grew up
organic
really
fan base.
I grew up really reclusive. Like I didn't go out a lot when I was in high school. I didn't go out a lot when I was in college. I don't go out a lot. I honestly don't really until recently. I've actually started coming out. I just don't like going out. Like I didn't talk to a lot of people,
dude.
man.
I get it.
I just didn't know how to talk to people, and so this has been like my conduit to socialize. Like I get to come out and make some music, and people like it, and we get to talking, chopping it up, so that's why I'm saying like I don't know what it is that I'm doing, and I think like that naivete is what will help. Just that blind energy, kind of just going, being honest, and being like. Being weary of my surroundings is what'll kind of get me to the next level of like understanding what it is I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know me, but I know people that I want to know. I know people that are like my local heroes. I know people that.
Who are the local heroes?
A couple of the people that I look up to here, especially in the electronics. Not at all.
Okay. I see you holding it.
I like this shit. Is the Southtown Vinyl guys?
Okay.
Like they run the record store here, and Tommy Newman's just been really, really helpful and really insightful and very friendly. Rick Lara, Gabe Garza, like their crew is. They've been here, man. They've been doing it. They do a lot of vinyl stuff. There's a really good DJ out here called Joshua Swenson. Homie's he's actually from Brooklyn, I think. So So you wouldn't know shit about him. But he's that guy's cool, man. He's been a real positive influence on my outlook on music and production and just
that's another interesting thing about you. I noticed on like Facebook, like that. Yeah, he's like surrounded by DJs, even though he isn't one.
I just I chill. That was really interesting. DJs, so back to like the local, people that I'm very fond of, and that I've aligned myself with a bit, and that I look up to is there's like the Pneumatic. This is another group of guys out here, Pneumatic, them like Lawrence and Guy Rebe and Joe Hernandez, and sorry if I'm missing somebody, man. Bruno Romero, my boy Bruno Romero. You don't even know shit about Bruno, but he's real. He's a real one.
Word.
And then of course there's like a lot of people don't know about him here, but there's a legit record label out here called Unseen Records, and they throw some fucking excellent parties. They just throw legit parties, man, and their label head and the DJs that they have aligned with them, they're legit. Like people like to hate a lot on the scene, but they're keeping that shit alive, man. Like they have some fucking good parties, and like I'm still trying to get in line with other people around here. There's just little communities of people here, and I haven't found them all yet, but like those parties are like those are what I dreamed of, like growing up. Yeah, like dreamed of. That's like our New York. It's like our little mini New York piece of New York is their underground club events, and they're under their backroom parties and shit. It's legit, and like I look up to that shit.
I'm like, shit, I need to go to this.
Exactly. That's how I feel about it. It just gets me fucking hyped. I mean, and like I wondered to myself, like, why the fuck do they do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of these guys, they're the generation before me. A lot of them are like their early 30s, mid 30s. Some of them are late 30s. Early 40s and shit like that.
And they spin differently too. I'm sure you notice.
Yeah. They're different. Like they're the old guard, and
let me get it. Wait, the dog.
Yeah. Back up.
Or and let's put it here if you want.
Oh, wait, take this. I'll drink this. And they're the old guard, and like kind of to touch back on that last question, like we're talking about heroes and shit like that. Like maybe I think of this sometimes. Maybe it's not my job to be the one. Maybe it's just my job to set up that guy.
Tupac.
Is that some shit he said?
I'm not gonna be the I don't remember the exact quote. I'm not gonna be the guy. I'm gonna be the one who inspires, the one who changes the world.
He is the one though. He is like for hot minutes. Fucking Tupac is the one. Still kind of is. He's a shit. So but that's how I feel, man. Like I've heard that, and that's how I feel about it. It's like a lot of people like to dip out on San Antonio, man. A lot of people like to. It's cool, man. Like everybody has their own reasoning. I've been here since
2003, though. To be fair,
everybody has their own reasoning. I don't dog it, man. Like everybody puts up the fight. Like it's tough. Everybody does it, and like maybe it's just some young shit. I'm over here thinking I could change the fucking world.
You can.
And I'm just gonna try.
Do it.
So as far as like heroes go, local heroes, like those are the people that I really look up to in the scene. Like they're legit. Like they throw events, and they fucking, I don't even know why they do it. Like what's the point, man?
It's fun.
Like, yeah, it's just fun. Yeah. Like we're trying to have a fucking party. That's really it. Like why does anybody go out and drink? It's just to get fucked up and to bullshit and to talk shit and to have sex and meet girls, meet boys and shit. Like fuck around. That's it. Like I'm young and I just want to fuck party.
Big up.
I just want to fuck party.
Big up to hedonism.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I am a hedonist. Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
I think we all are in our own ways,
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people. Yeah, people just want to party, man. Like my parents are like at home. having a couple brews, having some wine and shit.
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to get trippy. Like everybody's trying to party in some capacity, man. As I get older, that's all I see is just people getting drunk, and they like to fuck around on the weekends.
There you go. What you got any big shows coming up?
No. I don't have shit going on. Honestly, that Red Bull Music Academy is all I've been doing, and I've been, I've done some I'm just playing music, man. I just play music for anybody who'll have me, and I think I'm gonna pull it back and do less open micing and less shows. Less shows.
Less shows too?
Less shows.
Oh, man. Right.
I'm gonna sit back and do the production tip and house parties and do the shows that I want to do. There's some, like, I want to do underground shows. That's really all I want to do. I don't want to do shows at the bars and all that stuff. Yeah. Like,
it was fun in the beginning, but after that,
yeah. Like I want to do shows like in clubs and stuff like that with people that are like-minded. That's why I was telling you
to try to meet those people.
I'll holler. Yeah. I'll holler at them. But I feel like right now I'm in a kind of in a maturation phase where I need to start building up my my artistic abilities and actually focus on like the theory of music and working with like the keyboard. I
saw the notes on the keyboard. Yeah, I have not seen that in years. I don't know. I've never done it. But I had homies who did.
I'm not embarrassed, dog. I'll wear training wheels.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So I can get up out of here. Like I don't know shit. Like I just kind of follow what it is that it sounds like to me. If it sounds right, then it's fucking nice. So right now, like working on the musicality, working on the live playing, and getting that groove going, and working on live mixing, and getting that atmosphere correct, and I think, and hopefully, hopefully shit pans out with that music academy. That would be legit, Who knows? But
I was telling people it is a long shot to get in, but you never know. So it's free to apply. You should try. And worst case, it just puts you on their map. That's it. Yeah. So I'm not even. It's a bonus. About it. It happens. Yeah.
It's just fun it's a fun motivator. Like it gets you hyped. You're like, I gotta fucking make the demo. Like you're done, and even if you don't make it, you still got a fucking demo. Like you got a nice demo you can spit to somebody. So I want to cut a record. That's probably my next mission.
That was my main thing. Like why come this is nothing out there?
I don't work in the box. I don't work.
But you know a lot of people do know. I'm sure some of them know how to mix.
A lot of them. There's not a lot of them. A few of them want me to come into the studio and do some shit.
Yeah, man, that you should do. And
I just haven't put the time in to learn a DAW and do it. I've been doing all analog.
And since well, I mean, if they're gonna mix it, then you don't need to learn nothing. But if you're gonna mix it, then
that's something that I want to get into. And that's the thing is I want to get into that a lot.
That part has always been the most boring. I love making stuff. I hate mixing stuff.
See, but I think.
But if you like it, more power to you, because then you enjoy everything.
Actually, like it. Yeah, I like mixing, man. There's something about just building a.
But I don't mean you're mixing. I mean like the mixing of a record.
Doing like a mix down.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Man, I've seen some of. There's a really good YouTube series called Pensado's Place.
I have his book. Yeah,
Homeboy's a killer, dude. Yeah, when he's out there, just when he's doing his mixing and mastering, you can hear the difference, and it's a whole different fucking track.
Yeah, he's a G.
It's gangster, man. And
his resume is top tier.
It's legit. And when I heard those, like I knew I had to do it myself because it's like giving 50% of your track to be handled by somebody else. And like that's your baby, you know what I'm saying? You want it to have your face. To some degree,
it depends. I mean,
right? I guess people look at it differently. I look at it like that. I feel like that. I feel like if someone's gonna make it good, it should be me. If someone's gonna fuck it up, it's gonna be me. Like I want that.
I'm definitely like a control freak, but like that
with the girls,
with everything. But I wouldn't mind giving that out the way. But honestly, I'd probably be the same way. I'd probably be like not good enough or some bullshit. Like because even my worst I'll probably be more interested in my worst than someone else's best. Like
Yeah.
like my one of my teachers, like he's legit. He's won a Grammy before and stuff, and he mastered one of my tracks.
Really?
But I still prefer mine, and I'm like, I know it's not like,
right.
Like, but it's me because it's my shit. You know what I mean? I feel bad, but I mean,
so as far as like future shows and stuff like that, and what you can see me on, like you can see me on Twitch, on this stream that I just did.
It'll be on Bushman stuff. YouTube.
You can catch me on this fucking podcast. Just replay it, dog.
And it'll be on Boosh Sessions.
Oh,
it'll be the music podcast over this. Yeah.
So I'm just kind of feeling it out. Like I still don't know shit. Like I just got in November.
And whenever you do make a record, like you can, I mean, unless those guys hook you up with some real shit, since you said they some of them have labels. Yeah. But I can tell you how to do that stuff yourself too.
That'd be cool.
So,
I appreciate it.
I studied a lot of that shit way too much. I spent way too much time. That's why I have a lot of jaded in me, because you want to do music, but then like I ended up having to learn all these other things that aren't as interesting as making music. Like, so it's like, that's cool, but I'm like,
you know a lot of business about it.
Yeah, but that injected poison into me.
Yeah, I hear about that all the time. Man. That's why people got managers and agents. And
yeah.
Like
but I mean, that's for like when you're successful. To pay that out right now when this shit ain't even bringing nothing, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like those people deal with that. That's like their business.
Yeah,
for
sure.
Like they deal with all that shit. They keep the artists separated from all the bullshit. So.
And when you start reading those things, man, and a lot of these like royalty agreements and stuff, it's just like, and it's fucking heartbreaking. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got a lot of respect for artists that, you know, maintain their catalog and have done a lot of their shit independent.
Yeah,
it's real cool, and it's real rare, and it's something to want to be. Is to maintain your own catalog, and that's something that I hope that I could do in the future is to maintain and put things out independently. That that kind of calls on to why you don't see any of my shit out right now. It's because I'm working on the shit.
And you're unlike a lot of other people I know, since you do have you're in the EDM world. I know some people don't like that name, but yeah,
it's cool. I don't care, man.
You're in the EDM world. You're gonna be, unlike me and most of my friends, you're gonna want to be on the Beatport store too.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah.
They require special distributors to be on there, because not almost everybody is gonna be on all the big boys, Apple, Spotify, things that are not named that, like Amazon and Tidal. You know? But not everybody services Beatport, because EDM is its own kind of little world, you know. So Symphonic, they do Beatport, and there's a few others as well.
No, and like I was talking about earlier, like with meeting people and like knowing people that I want to know, if I'm going to be releasing on a label, like of course ideally in a perfect world I would be releasing everything independent.
People
come to get my shit.
That's what I was saying, like I can point you in the right direction. You can just do whatever you want after that.
But if I'm going to be releasing like on any labels, I know some fucking people.
Yeah.
There's some people that I'd like to push my shit to, and if they take it, they take it. But there's some labels that I'd love to work with, and they're local, and hopefully shit pans out. Hopefully I can get to that level. That's like my goal for 2018, late 2017, is to cut a record and it get picked up by somebody from here.
So it's funny you say that. So I'm gonna take it there. We've had some talk now, but I'm gonna take it to the life questions.
All right.
These are the questions I ask everybody. So what is your goal in life? You said that word, so I was like, transition time.
My goal in life.
Yeah.
I guess, what is it? Is it financial freedom? Independence?
Yeah.
I'd really, my big goal is to be able to wake up a day and not work, and like not worry about a schedule, and be like, fuck this today. I'm not gonna do shit. I don't have to call anybody. I don't have to tell anybody. It's not about having fuck you money. It's about having like the independence and the stability in your livelihood that you can fuck off for a day. You don't have to do shit.
Yeah.
You can just call in and be like, I'm gonna go hang out with my wife for the day. So that's kind of my goal in life, financial freedom, and it's not being rich. It's just stability, like enjoying my time. And then having a job that I love to do. It's gonna have to be something creative. Like, who knows, man? Maybe all this music that I'm doing here will put me into some shit that has nothing to do with this. Like, who knows?
It might too, yeah.
You
never know.
Who knows? Like, I don't even know, man. Like, I started rapping, and that's all I make is electronic music now. I don't even listen to rap music. I'm just on some other shit. So just being creative and making things, and
I mean, like, we all have our things. Like,
yeah.
I guess I'm producing hip hop-ish right now, but like I'm hearing Japanese rock in my car.
Hell
yeah.
So
like we all have our own things.
So like and like life goals, like if I have to tell you my long-term goals, those are like my long-term goals. Short-term goals, man, I want to play an underground club, like 100 people, 150 people.
The kingdom, man, is calling you.
Some shit like that. Like, that's like my short-term goals. Like I want to play that and just get to watch a crowd and get to play to people, have a good time.
Send them the mix, send Kingdom and Lost.
Don't
send them the video because there's gonna be all these dogs.
Be like, what are these fucking bitches, real bitches.
But just send them the audio.
I'll just tell them. I'll be like, man, I pull bitches, man.
Yeah, yo, like dog rage. That's why I'm trying to come up. This is where I'm in the streets playing for these dogs.
Super niche market, yo.
Dogs don't pay.
So those are my goals right now.
So this is round 2 now. Who do you have compassion for?
Oh man, that's tough. Compassion. Who do I have compassion for? I see a therapist. So.
Oh really?
I see it.
Is there a reason?
No. Like since I was a kid, I've seen one on and off. I saw one a lot when I was a teenager.
They tried to put me in that like when I was a child, but apparently I was like super rebellious.
You still need that shit.
That they just stopped me and they just never put me back in.
You go back. I think it's very beneficial, man. Even if you don't have anything wrong with you, you don't think you have anything wrong with you. It's nice to be able to tell somebody. You know, that's like your.
There's a real reason why I do this. Though. I can't afford one, so I just do it.
Go to church, dog. Go fucking talk and confession and shit.
Yeah.
Like people need an outlet to say what's really on their mind, what their dark secrets are, like what that secret shit that you don't want to tell anybody. And so I have a therapist, you know, that I've talked to, and that was a big thing for 2017, was having like compassion for myself, because I beat myself up constantly. Like growing up, I just lack a lot of confidence. I just tell myself like I'm not good enough for things, you know, like can't talk to certain girls, I'm fucking ugly, you know what I'm saying? Like just being angry at other people, not having compassion for other individuals, and being like, you know, it's fucked up. Like just like laughing when I see like a fucking video of somebody in a car accident. Like, that's not right. You know, that's not normal shit. Like people are supposed to be compassionate. So I mean, it's just for everybody, man. Like just having compassion for everybody, individuals in general. Like I'm still working that shit out. But a lot of it comes from within, you know, like I feel like a lot of that stems from having compassion for myself. Like
self-love. I mean, a lot of us struggle with that.
Like, I have a fucking hard time.
Same way. I had the same, like, I've only now in the last few years been able to be different.
And what's fucked up is like, here's a nice example. You ever eat something that you weren't supposed to eat and then you beat yourself up over it? Don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Which one? The first part or the second part?
Don't eat the fucking food in the first place. Have some fucking discipline. But if you do it, accept that you did it and don't fucking beat yourself up over it. Like, you did it for a reason, because you like the shit. Like, don't feel bad for eating the pizza. Like, you love the pizza. Eat the fucking pizza. I'm probably gonna
eat one after this, because I haven't eaten one pizza.
And so, like, you know, like you're killing the whole reason why you ate the pizza in the first place. Like you eat it and then you feel bad and you hate yourself. And it's like, you know, shit. Like you're trying to have a good time eating this pizza and like you just beat yourself up over it, man. You don't love yourself. Like just eat the pizza and say like, damn, that was a good ass pizza. I fucked up. It's cool though. Like I had a good time doing it. Like it was a great time. And that'll probably do you good, you know. So maybe I answered this question all fucked up.
There's no right. I'm not. I'm just some guy.
I don't even know what like the real definition of compassion is. But
I have some general thing, but now that I use my phone as the camera, I no longer have my notes. I'm gonna have to come up with a substitute for that.
That's cool, man. Maybe that's just how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, man.
Maybe everybody has a different definition of what compassion is. But as far also, I'm never gonna donate to those fucking animal shelters or that shit where they want you to donate to Africa. I'm sorry, like I'm just not gonna do it. I don't trust those things.
Yeah, you don't trust certain charities.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't trust certain charities.
No, I know from outside looking in, definitely some of these things can appear sketch.
Yeah,
because you always have the question of where's the money really going.
Of course, that's a whole other shit.
Yeah,
we could get real deep on that sort of shit. Start getting conspiracy theories and shit.
It's all good.
But yeah, like people in my immediate vicinity need to eat more than people in Africa. So sorry.
It's all good. Hey man, I think the best way sometimes to help the world is to help yourself.
I agree.
Then you have a foundation.
I agree.
So that you can affect change.
I agree.
But next one is, what are 3 things you're thankful for in your life or career or whatever?
All right. Damn. 3 things that I'm thankful in my career or life. 1 has to be my family. My family, I had a hard time growing up, and like I was really like rebellious in my early 20s, and I used to say that I hated my dad and I hated my father and stuff, and like I used to not like hate be like I'm an atheist and I'm agnostic and all this shit and tripping, and like I used to go to church all the time as a kid, man. I used to go to church every Sunday growing up, and I don't know where a lot of that came from. I was trying to sort that out still, but I'm extremely thankful for having my family. Like I'm 26 now. My dad's about to be 62. My mother stopped telling me her real age when she was like 45. So I don't know how old my mom is, but
that's interesting.
She's getting old. I think a lot of ladies do it.
No,
it's okay.
But I've never heard them do it to family.
Hey man, they'll do it to everybody.
I've never seen it. Like, I've seen that done in public to friends, but I've never seen
that. They're on
that,
some
like,
Prince shit, man. Like
I don't know about this son. I can't tell him my age.
I ain't telling shit. He just started telling people on podcasts how old I am. See how I did that shit to my dad? She's smart.
So she is. Yeah,
she's fucking smart.
She knew.
She knows what she's doing. So I mean, like my mom's getting older, and I hear it from a lot of people, man, in their 30s and shit. Like they're concerned for their parents. And their parents.
I just told it to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
yeah, you just told me that. Like your parents are getting older. It might be their time, man. It's scary. And so in these years, I'm so glad that I can call them up and go. I came from my parents' house before I came here. Like I was hanging out with them. We were watching Game of Thrones. I don't watch it. I'm just fucking chilling.
Yeah, for sure.
I get to chill with my family, man. And I think this reminds me, I guess what really hit me was somebody said that you're not a man until your father is dead, until your father has passed away. I don't understand it completely. It might not be completely true, but that
I mean, it's just a form of saying. But I will say this: like, I did become a different person once he died. But I think, I mean, especially like I'm a different person now. But I was like, I've always thought like, man, I was gonna be a really angry person. This probably won't happen anymore because I'm different now. But I was gonna be a really angry person like the day my mom died, like because they're both special, but my mom was the one who actually raised me.
Yeah.
And like I felt like she always cared about me no matter which version of myself I was, you know, like when the world wouldn't, you know.
Unconditional love, man.
Yeah.
And she shouts out to Tupac. And she and yeah, man, like them and my brothers, I have 2 brothers, and then of course I have my other family, like my cousins and my second cousins and my aunts and my last grandmother and them, and so like we're all going out, like enjoy them. You don't got a lot of family, man. Like it's hard to find blood. Like you can only make some more people, and like so that's one of the things I'm extremely thankful for, and especially now. I wish I could have understood that more in my later teen years. I think a lot of teenagers are fucking up when they start rebelling against their family because you're missing out. Like you're missing out on just lessons. I learned a lot. So that's them. Second thing I'm extremely thankful for, especially now, is the community, like the people that I met in music. That's those people have helped me a lot. They've helped me, I guess, kind of. I don't know, man. They just help me. Like they just pitch me shit. They fucking say, some people say happy birthday to me and shit. That makes me feel good. Like I feel like I'm a part of something, you know, like I feel like I have friends and shit. Like I can go out to a club and I'll see somebody and it's nice, you know. It's really nice people. And some people set me up. They've set me up with shows. They invite me out to shit. They send me videos and they send me links to shit and they let me practice in their fucking in their garage, in their house, in my apartment, in their club, in their fucking, you know, in their fucking building, all sorts of shit. Like it's just free, man. Like they let me go in and fuck shit up and make shit loud and you know, say obnoxious shit. So music community, that's my second one. And then the third one is probably jiu-jitsu. Oh, Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, that's a random one, right?
Nice.
I forgot about that one, but that's what put me on a real positive path was jiu-jitsu and getting started training, doing that, starting in Laredo, now defunct gym, Paragon Jiu-Jitsu in Laredo. It's been extremely positive influence, man. If anybody's real hard-headed and is lost in the world, go try that shit because you'll find some people that will put you on the right path. It's a lot of fun. And
give me a cup?
Yeah, right. I'm just like hiding this cup.
Put this in the couch. Do you want that?
I'll take it. Yeah, give me that. So yeah, jiu-jitsu was really important for my life. I don't think I would have gotten into the music in November if I wasn't training. Like I don't think I would be able to live by myself in my apartment without training jiu-jitsu, man. Like it's given me confidence and discipline, and
it's fun too.
Yeah, it's fucking fun. And it's like a fraternity, you know? Like you got a lot of homies and I'm down for my homies. I'm sure my homies are down for me. And it really set me up. I mean, my parents told me how much more of a positive person, how different I am when I got started in it. And of course I could fucking choke somebody. So that's always nice. Yeah, I could choke somebody and fucking
people get rowdy in the club.
Yeah. Like, that's fun, man. Wrestling's fun. So those are my three thankful things, huh?
That's what's up. All right. There's one person that you want to forgive and one person that you want them to forgive you. And if possible, why?
There's one person I want to forgive and I want them to forgive me. Damn. That I think can I hold on to that?
Yeah.
Can we move on to the next one?
I'm not used to that, but wait, we can do that.
We can answer it because I want to answer that, but I don't want to bullshit you. I don't want to pull some shit. Sure. I hate when I'm on listening to somebody answer a question like that, and they're like, "I want to forgive myself, and I want myself to forgive me." And
I say that every day, though. I say that.
I agree with that shit. Yeah, like this is back to the pizza thing I was talking about, like forgiving yourself and shit.
Oh no, I have other way more than that crazy.
But I use my compassion question on that one, so I need everyone.
But yeah, no, we'll come back. What's the next one? Then I have to load it in my head. Oh yeah, where do you see yourself in 3 years?
3 years. Like in jiu-jitsu, probably like having a purple belt swag.
Do you compete then or in that or no?
I'm fucking on some real shit. I'm not insured right now, so I'm not competing for shit. And I'm
we'll edit that out. You didn't say that.
Huh?
I'm just joking. I was like, we'll edit that out. He didn't say that. I'm not going to though.
I ain't got insurance. Insure me. So right now I'm just taking it easy, man. I'm
just training.
Flying low on the, I'm just training, man. Just keeping it light and tight. But there's no way I can't get my purple belt in 3 years anyway, even if I wasn't competing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that Probably having like hopefully having like a nice relationship, something like that. I'm 26, man. I'm sure I'll be married like by 32, 34. Who knows, man?
I'm 32, got nothing.
I think, you know what I really think I'm gonna have? I'm gonna have like a couple failed marriages.
Damn, in 3 years you're gonna have a couple?
No, not 3 years.
I was about to
like
say.
my lifetime and shit. Like,
okay, yeah, all right.
I'm gonna have a couple.
I like that you're aiming for that. Like you're like, I'm not aiming even for thinking shit. Positive, but you're like, I think I'm gonna get some couple of failed marriages.
I just know, like,
I think I could hit 5. I think I could fail at 5.
I just know, like, my wife will probably get tired of my ass, and I'll.
Well, that's why you gotta select a good person.
Yeah.
Who won't get tired of that?
That's true, right?
Yeah, just aim to pick a good person.
You know what? Hopefully, in 3 years, my mental health will be so good that I won't think like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be like hopeful for that, or I can be willing to compromise.
That's the number one thing I work on every day. I meditate. I do 2 meditations a day, every day, and yoga. Yeah. Every day, because that shit I think has really changed me for a better.
Meditating or yoga?
I think all of them combined.
The yoga, man, I just started doing it. It's so good.
I had to do the yoga, and I got into. I'm sure you're familiar with foam rolling. And tension release.
Shit.
I got into those because I had a job where I was on a computer all the time. Yeah. And unlike you, I'm a DAW person, so I'm on a computer all the time doing and all of this art, all of this podcast. So I was a slave to a computer 24 hours, and I got a bunch of tendinitis like things.
I can imagine.
Nothing would work until I learned that tension release, and then yoga kind of like also combined with both. I still have to do it a lot. But like now I have a fighting chance.
Yeah,
versus
for sure.
Before there was a point in my life I really honestly thought I wasn't gonna be able to do music ever again. I was like,
because of how like
I was probably like closer to your age, and I was like, is this it? Like, that's it? I just can't do it no more. Like,
that's pretty wild that you say that, because when I just turned 26, and I had like I had a bout of sadness. Like I was very sad after that. I fucked up because I had a pizza party with my family.
And wait, did you say you had a what?
I had a pizza party with my family.
There's a lot of pizza involved.
I'm a big fucking fan of pizza. I'll get onto that.
No, but you said you fucked up and you had a pizza party. Like, why is that
because I love so much pizza that I had a pizza every day for about 2.5 weeks.
My sister has warned me that because I've been going towards this path. That's one of the few in terms of vice foods that I even allow myself. Pizza and milkshakes is it. Like I don't even mess with chips.
I'll eat
a
fucking pizza. Like I'll eat half a pizza and then I'll eat the other half. Like 4 hours later.
I'm about that life. I'm about
that pizza life. Yeah. So I mean, for like a solid 2.5, 3 weeks, that's all I was eating. Damn. I got sad, man. I hit 26 and I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like. As far
I did
as
that with kettle chips and Mexican Coke.
For real?
Yeah.
Kettle, which kind though?
All of them. I love all of them. So I love original, but I love olive oil and I love barbecue and I love black pepper. These other companies got like maple syrup and shit. Like there's so many. It's so good.
That's fucked up, man.
It is fucked up.
Kettle chips and Mexican Coke.
You don't even know. You don't even.
Yeah, your blood sugar's
super sad. It's super sad.
And it's just like, pizza plays a fucking big part of my life. And so I fucked up having a pizza party because that's all I was eating, man. And what am I answering? What's my question again?
I think we were tangenting. The original question was the future, but you tangented it into like...
It's on my mind then.
Every little thing I do, you're on my mind. But it's pizza.
It's pizza. Yeah, it's fucking pizza. So, yeah, future 3 years. So then, that's the question.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go back to answering it because I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. And
no, you know what? All right, so I told the whole arm story about losing my arms, and then that's why you started going down this path.
Oh right. Well, let me mention though, 26 years old. I started thinking like that. I was like, I'm fucking old. Yeah. Like I'm old as shit, and getting old. Like my bones hurt, and my joints hurt, and all sorts of shit. And I got a kink in my neck, and my shoulder hurts, and all sorts of crap is messed up because training. Yeah. And I saw some video on YouTube or on Facebook videos because I'm fucking addicted to that shit. I try not to do that anymore. No. It's so hard, man. They got it down. They got that shit on lock. The autoplay and the swipe.
Now the sound's on automatically.
Yep. You can't stop watching videos, man. They know what I want. And so I saw a video and it was like a 49-year-old man or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like 42, 40, some shit, jacked. And one of the things he said, one of the first things he said is he was like, he's like, when I was 42, I thought I was an old man and shit. And he's like, and I just stopped saying that shit. I just stopped saying I'm old. He started saying I'm young. Homeboy's jacked. Just fucking swole. Doing hella chin-ups, one-arm push-ups, just macking on, looking like a Mac. Probably getting a lot of girls. Like, he just looked awesome, man. And I was like, and I'm here at 26, fucking saying I'm old, complaining.
So it looks like at 26, you probably realize like the importance of mindset.
Yeah, I feel like
I'm only just getting all this. I've only just gotten all this. Like,
so hopefully in 3 years, like I can keep that kind of I know I'll keep that mindset because that's all I've been saying to myself lately is, I'm young, like I'm just a young man and I'm still like
nice. All these questions we're doing, this is one of the meditations I do. I just flip them in a way so I can ask them of people.
Oh yeah,
but I do this one every day. It's a self-talk meditation.
That's important.
Yeah, I can actually send you what it really is later on if you want to look at it.
I'm down. And as far as like the 3 years thing, like music, man, like I would hopefully in 3 years time I can at least be making some money off of it and hopefully stabilize.
Keep doing it, man.
Be a part of something, like where
keep doing it.
Just make it. I've heard like a lot of comedians, they say like it takes like 10 years for comedians to get in and like
it might not be tomorrow, but keep doing it.
Might not be tomorrow, but I just want to
Rodney Dangerfield was, you know him, right? Of course.
Oh, I fucking love him.
I believe he doesn't make it till like 39 or 49, right? Something stupid like that. Yeah, like his story is of he was older. There's no young Rodney Dangerfield. Like, I mean, real young Rodney Dangerfield photos,
He just got started in the game old.
Yeah.
So I mean, not make it, because there really is no like making it. It's just.
You mean so that can be your main income or something?
Yeah, not even that. Like not even in 3 years, like I'd like to have some records on my belt. I'd like to have some compilations. I'd like to play some bigger shows. Hopefully, I'll have like shows. I'll just be playing shows and shit like that, and I'll hopefully getting flown out somewhere, doing some international shit. Like that's like a big dream.
Ibiza incoming?
That'd be fucking legit. No, but like something like something like Brazil or like
they got some insane.
Something like Brazil. Like I would like to go to, especially with the jiu-jitsu thing. Like go to Brazil, train some jiu-jitsu. Go to some
bust ass in the day, make ass dance at
night.
Night.
Exactly. Just like fucking train in the day, go out in club, and then pass out, skip a day, fucking chill, enjoy food, do it again. That's something that I would like to do. Like that would be cool. 3 years from now, that's like a mission, is to get flown out somewhere.
That's what's
fucking
up.
Go play a set.
What did you want to go back to the other one or keep moving forward? The forgive
Hit me
question?
with it again.
Someone you want to forgive you and vice versa. Someone you want to forgive and then someone you want to forgive you and why.
If I could forgive anybody, it would be my father, my dad. He's in my life, thankfully, and vice versa. I would hope that he would forgive me for the way that I've been. Growing up, he grew up poor. He grew up poor as fuck, and he grew up in he didn't grow up in fucking squalor. I just wanted to say that word. But like, he had a fucking hard upbringing. He comes from a time. Well, that's not even a time, man. He just came from a fucked up place, And like, he met my mom. They got married. They had us, And a long time I fucking resented him because we don't have an excellent relationship. We don't talk a lot. We don't get along. Seems like this is a big common thing in a lot of people's lives, but I just feel like it's because he had a hard time with his dad. Like he had a hard time with his father and his brothers and sisters, and at a time in his life when he could have, in his young 20s and his teenage years, he didn't get to have a childhood. He didn't get to have any of that shit. He didn't get to have fun, man. He didn't get to enjoy life like I get to when I go out and do all this type of shit. When I have all these shenanigans and I have all these fucking crazy ideas, like he had to work. He had to provide for his family. He had to provide for other people. So you know, we look at life very differently, and we don't know how to talk to each other. I don't know how to talk to him, man. Like, it's one of those things that I may go to the grave regretting, and it's something that I beat myself up over, man. Like it but you're
sucks. Aware. The fact you're even aware of it now means you do have a chance to change that.
I know, and that's been a big thing. So to tack onto the 3-year thing, man, I hope I can talk to my dad this year, and I'm getting close. Like I'm getting in there, like where I'm feeling like I can say a couple things with him. But that's it. That's the forgiveness one. I had that answer earlier. I just didn't want to say it because it fucking it's too much. Like, it hurts.
And what about someone to forgive you?
Him for the way, you know, like I said, I resented my parents. I resented my father especially. I used to say fucked up shit about him to my mother. I used to say like, oh, like he's not a fucking man because he didn't talk to me and all this shit, and like all he wants to do is give me money. And it's like, motherfucker, this guy wants to give you money. Like, that's what he knows. Like, he knows, like, to provide.
Yeah.
That's his form of love. Like, that's what he knows, man. And like, you can't hate on that. Like, he's just trying. Like, he's trying. Like, he could have not been around. He could have like just dipped out on my mom. He could have fucking moved on with his life. But that's not what he did. Like, he did what he thought it was right, and I punished him for it, you know. Like I resented him for a very long time, and just recently, probably like in the last 2 years, is when I've been coming around. Like I said, this is where the jiu-jitsu thing kind of comes into play. Is like, I've met a lot of men and like younger men and women and like younger females, and I see a lot of these people, and it's like we just want to be connected. Like, we want to feel something, man. Like, we want to be together. We want to be tight, and like we want a family. It's just natural, man. People want to organize. People want to get together, and that just kind of touched me. Like, that really touched me, and it just made me really think about my family and consider the way I was treating my family. And so I would hope that he would forgive me. Maybe I should just show him this fucking part of this podcast.
Why not?
So that, maybe I'll just send him a link to this shit, and he'll actually listen to it, and like we could talk about it. That'd be cool. This is fucked up, Abraham.
You should do it. No, I mean, yeah. I don't know if you heard any of the other episodes, emotional. But I do this. But thank you for sharing. But it's, I mean, legit, man. This is what I appreciate.
It. That's cool. Like, I like that. Man.
You probably thought like we were just gonna hear like he's gonna ask me music shit.
I like talking about my feelings, and I'm a very emotional person.
If you're done, give me.
I know, right? I'm gonna
that one especially will chew this.
Oh yeah.
What's wrong with her?
I like to hide all that shit.
But this is a more lighter one. The perfect day.
Oh shit. Okay.
What is the perfect day?
Perfect day. Wake up early, probably about like 8 a.m. Have some
I can't believe you said wake up early is the perfect day.
I like waking up early.
That's good,
like,
man.
I like sleeping in sometimes, but God, like just getting your day started early is so solid, because when it's nighttime, you get that nice wave of tiredness that makes you want to drink alcohol, and that's later in the day. So wake up early. Wake up to my girl. She's all soft and shit, and she's like not touching me at all. Like, hopefully our feet are touching. Like, that's legit. That's like the next level of cuddling, is not where you're all spooned up. Y'all young people got all fucked up thinking like people sleep like that. Nobody sleeps like that. Nobody wants it to fucking be all hot. Like, the shit, like the real shit is like, I'll wake up and I'm holding her, and like it's just her head like in the arm, and she's like out there, and I'm like over here and shit. So like I'll wake up and I can see her, and I can like pull her in, and then just take her off, and like just smell like smell it, just catch like a nice like whiff of my girl's hair. Like that's the perfect way to start the date. No pets, because I don't like taking care of animals.
No, I get it. I do, as I have one on me.
Yeah, exactly. Like I like other people's animals, so I mean, wake up, make some breakfast. Probably like the perfect breakfast would be like some growing up it used to be miguitas, like migas, like eggs with corn tortillas in it. It's fucking good. But probably nowadays it would be like some eggs and a piece of toast and like a glass of water and some coffee. That'd be nice. Some nice coffee. And then get up, water the plants, turn on some music, probably something light, like some bossa nova or some shit. Tell my girlfriend to wake up for breakfast. She comes over, that'd be cool. Have breakfast, talk bullshit, chop it up. Maybe get back in bed. That'd be cool. Fuck around. Pull out my DS. Play some Advanced Wars 2. Advanced Wars Dual Strike for all you real ones out there, because that's the fucking best turn-based strategy game out there. And play that for like an hour, and then God, what time would this be by now? This would be like 11. Hope maybe. Yeah, I woke up at 8. So yeah, that would be like 11 a.m. One of those dank springtime days, like it's like 75 outside. Nice overcast, a little bit of wind, like real chill day. Hasn't rained like a lot, so it's like there's no mosquitoes out and shit. Wearing a full tracksuit. Nah, no tracksuit. Just, like we're dressing up normal and shit.
Yeah.
Go to jiu-jitsu, noon class, fucking get there at noon, train, stomp out people, lose one match, and not get hurt in any way, and like chop it up with the bros for like 30 minutes, go home, shower. By this time it would be like 2 p.m. 2:30 p.m. right? Get back home, we'd go out to eat. We'd eat Thai food, pad Thai, spicy number 6, shrimp. Legit. Not get egg rolls, because egg rolls will fuck up the whole day. This is a very long answer to your question, by the way. But this is like my perfect day.
Keep going.
Lunch. Yeah, we get there like just as the lunch special is about to end. So like we get the lunch special price. We don't have to pay fucking full price. We don't get the big ass shrimp. We get the lunchtime shrimp, which is the small ones, which are more palatable and easier to like eat. So yeah, so we have lunch, and then so what time would that be by? That would be like 4 p.m. Go home. Probably make some music. That's about the time.
Right.
Play some drum machine. Come up with some dope bass line. Come up with a like just that's like the perfect day, is like when I can make a legit at least 2 pieces. Hey, y'all need to chill out.
He's talking about the perfect day. Come on,
I'm talking about the perfect day. Y'all are fucking it up. And that to me is like what would be the icing on the cake, because in all honesty, a lot of my days are very good. You tripping. And a lot of my days are very good, but like to me, perfect days start with like making fucking good music. Like when I've made probably like 2 really good like tracks, and like I fucking love them. I love them. I make music for me.
No, that's what it's about.
That's what a lot of it is about.
That's where I'm at too. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like if I come up with like a really dope track like of drums, or like a really fucking ill bass line and pad combination, and like pad synthesizer combination shit, I feel like a fucking god. Like I feel amazing. I feel cool. Like I feel feel cool. I just feel good. Like I just feel excellent. So then that would be like the 4 p.m., 5 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. block. 7 p.m. probably have a drink with somebody. Have somebody come through to the crib. Maybe have some like whiskey or some like mint julep on the patio and shit. That'll be like 7, 8, chilling. Then 9 p.m. play some more music till like 10 p.m. Go out, chill, hang out with some homies, meet a lot of people. Midnight, play a set for like an hour. 1 a.m. chop it up with some people, or go home, get down, and then be asleep by like 2:30. That's the perfect. That's like, to me, that's an excellent day, and it's very like,
I feel like it's totally attainable right now.
Yeah,
too.
it's super normal, and sometimes I feel like I have excellent days. But yeah, you know, that's just normal shit.
That
like,
might have been the most detailed, perfect day because you
Yeah.
gave me times and everything.
I live by that shit. It's kind of fucked
That's
up.
why you was
'cause
angry at me.
That's why I was before all
don't.
this. I was tripping out about time, but I'm a very time based individual. Like I'm very cognizant of what hour it is, and I just like estimates of time and shit. If it doesn't
That's
matter.
why I said evening because all I knew was like night.
Like if somebody tells me like, "Hey, we're gonna eat at Papa Do's in like 4 weeks from now," I'll be like, "What time though? Like, tell me what time it's gonna be at, because I want to put that shit in the calendar."
Damn.
So
yeah, I don't have one.
I'm not tripping.
It might help me, but
It's very good. It's very good. Like we have smartphones and shit, so I use Siri so much. I use that girl. I use it so much. I changed her accent to Austrian or Australian.
Yeah.
So I had to talk to Australian Siri all day.
That's
And I'm always telling her to like set reminders or to call people or to set calendar appointments. And yeah, time. That's why it's super detailed. Like most of my days are kind of like
That's
that.
a good way to get a lot of shit done though.
Yeah, that's just how I am. Yeah. So that's that question. That's the answer to that question.
Yeah. All right. Where does your strength come from, or like your will? Like, does it come from within? Does it come from faith? Like, where does it come from?
Man, that's a hard one. So like the will. So this is, man, for all those people out there that know about jiu-jitsu and shit, y'all are gonna be hating on me because this is like the veganism of martial arts. Or like you know what I'm saying? Like people who do jiu-jitsu are like, "Oh, it's my fucking jiu-jitsu that gives me the power to do all this shit," or like it's my veganism that's like giving me power. But like a lot of I feel like a lot of individuals have the will to that's one of the big parts about being a human being is that we fucking go to great lengths to do anything. Like, you know, for like single moms, you know, they stay up for hours, man. They sleep like 3 hours a night, 2 hours a night type shit, taking care of their kids. Like it's just wild, you know, like human beings just have will naturally.
Yeah.
You know, like the power comes from within you. I don't know what it is. Spirituality. I think a lot of people call on a force or something, but
Yeah.
it's in you. It's just a part of a human being. Like we push. It might just be all organisms in general, because anybody who has the will to survive will fucking fight. Like they'll fight. And this is something I learned in jiu-jitsu, like wrestling with other people, man. Like having used all your energy, used all of your skills, used all of your techniques to win. Chill out.
Are you gonna throw that chancleta?
It's a Mexican in me. I'll fucking hit you with this fucking flop. But like in jiu-jitsu, it's like you're fighting somebody, man, and you're trying to kill, like you're trying to kill this person. You want to incapacitate them. That's like the cut and dry. That's like the most primal version of what we do from day to day, and a lot of what we do. You know, like you're trying to beat this other person, you're trying to like best them. And so like in jiu-jitsu, it's the same shit. It's like It's like in jiu-jitsu, it's the same shit. Like you're trying to incapacitate this individual, and they're not gonna let you do that shit. And they're trying to do it in turn to you. You know, you're trying to outdo somebody. And when you're losing, when you're about to be submitted or somebody's about to choke you out, you fight. You fucking fight. You fight hard. Especially in the white belt days, man. You don't know shit. You're spazzing out.
I remember I never thought I would tap out. And I remember the first time I couldn't breathe no more.
Yeah. And like, but like when you're there, you're trying everything. You're doing everything. And that is the will of being a human being. Like you put everything on the line and you just want to go get it, man. You want to fucking live. And that's so. I mean, my inner strength, I think it all comes from within me, man. Like I'm the master of my universe, and like, of course, it feels good when you can call upon like an organization or like or like a community, or like you can be like a these dogs fucking tripping out. They're tripping out of this bone. Maybe we should take this bone from them. That might be it. But like,
what's crazy is she's usually a punk, so I don't know what she
really?
doesn't even like that bone. This is the first day I've ever seen her.
She's getting the power from me. See
that? So she heard the music too. She was like, "Yo, this." She
just turned up. Yeah, she's like, "I'm gonna fucking turn up tonight."
But she's never liked that bone. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, so like as far as that question is, man, like my will, like my strength, comes a lot from that, and if I had to like kind of also boil it down to some shit, like. It's my culture, man. Like,
say that again?
My culture.
Okay.
Like, I believe in this shit. Like being like a Mexican, like just being fucking turn up, like just going for that shit. Like, I don't know why. I just like saying that. I just like saying it. Like I'm fucking Mexican, dude. Like I'm fucking going
super
off.
proud of being Puerto Rican. You know,
you know what I'm saying? Like I that's a big thing to me. Is like having pride in your culture and like your racial background. Like fucking, it's legit, man. That's a great source of power.
Yeah,
is like the camaraderie that you have amongst people that share your heritage. Like. There's this lady at work that I work with, and she calls me mijo, and that shit means the world to me.
Yeah,
it really does, and it may not be much to her, it may be a lot to her. I don't know, man, but it means so much to me, man. It just reminds you of like we're out here. You know what I'm saying? Like if any shit goes down, I got you.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. So that too, man. Like those people out there that share that with me, that's big.
This is the final one. Final one. Right. This one is called no. I mean, you already overcame the test for you. Like I think based on one of those questions. But this one's called I wish, I wonder.
Okay.
I like that I did. I wish I had done. You know, I wonder what would have happened if.
Okay. I like that I did. I like that I. Oh man. Damn. I like that I did open mic at Sam Mash. I love that. That's like my favorite thing that I ever did. Nice. Like just getting started in the game. Like I'm here. Like look at this shit. I'm sitting here. I played some podcast earlier. I get to touch this chihuahua and shit. I get to be interviewed. Like it's lovely. Like
we never meet each other too without that.
Never would have met each other, man. I love it. Like this is the type of stuff that I'm really into. You look like you're about to die, and it's lovely, man. Like that, I love that shit. I don't even like. I love that I did open mic because I get to. I've met so many people, man. Love it. I wish I would have started earlier. I wish I would have started a lot of things earlier. Like hopefully for my child. And this is probably like the same hopes and dreams that every fucking parent has, and their kid.
Be careful with that. Yeah, right. Don't force them down the path they don't want.
That's one of my biggest fears is to like make them do something that they don't want to do.
Yeah.
I'm just hoping, if I'm lucky, I'm hoping that my kid will like train jiu-jitsu at a young age and be good at it, and like learn how to fight and have a good time.
Yeah.
No pressure. It's a lot of fun. It's a great sport to learn. It's a great form of exercise, but jiu-jitsu and like getting started with like some shit, something creative or something that they want to do at a young age. But like that's like the big one for me is like I want my kid to learn some jits like really young. As far as like what they want to do for their like activities and all sorts of stuff, like it's whatever. Like the world is theirs. But I wish I would have gotten into music earlier, like at a very young age, like 5 or some shit, 7.
I didn't start until after my 20s too.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I didn't even consider making music until I was like 21, and then I only started taking it seriously at 25. Right? Maybe. I don't know. I'm 26. I just turned 26, so maybe it's 24, 25. But I wish. And then what's the last one?
I wonder. Oh, like I wish. I wonder what would have happened if.
I wonder what would have happened if. That's hard. Some shit that I wonder about a lot, actually. This is like a weird one. I wonder what would have happened if like my mother and father never met. Like if they never, like, would I be the same human being that I am today? Like, would I live in a different world? Like if my father had met another woman and like he.
I like that. I hate to stop because you're going on some shit, but I like that you didn't even consider that you wouldn't even be born. You were like, no, I'm gonna be born.
Yeah, I'm gonna be fucking born. I'm making that shit.
You're like, no, I'm still winning the race. It's just a different race.
Winner, yeah.
Like, that's impressive. Usually people go like, I might not be here. You're like,
nah.
I'm like, who would I be?
I'm back at this bitch. Always in the game.
All right, but continue.
And you know, like what would I look like? You know, like would I look like this, or would I act like this, or would it, maybe
Are they both Mexicans? So would you still be Mexican?
Legit, okay. Hopefully. I like being Mexican, man.
Nothing wrong with that. I was just saying, like, like maybe your mom's only, so then maybe that's why.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like maybe I'd be like half Asian or some shit. I don't know. Like, who the fuck knows? But I wondered that a lot growing up. Like, what if my parents never met? Like, who would I be? Where would I be? Again, who knows how everything kind of starts, right?
Yeah.
With all the spirit and all that shit. But like, I wonder what would happen if I was born in another country, not in America, like in Africa or something like that, or like in fucking the Ukraine or some shit. Like, who knows, man? I might have been one of those that got shot like at 6 or some shit like that. I don't know. I think dark shit.
Well, yeah, man. That's pretty much at the end. You have any last words or?
Holler at your boy. Fucking check me out. Add me on. I'm on Facebook, man.
Yeah, like, the plugs too. Yeah, like what?
I like Facebook.
He means the real one. Like he doesn't even have a page. I think you don't have a page, right?
I have a page, but I don't even fuck with it.
I've never even seen it.
Just add me, dog. Like if you know Abraham and you're watching this, or you land on this shit through whatever platform you land on it, find me on Facebook. I'll add you, dog.
I can totally link your real Facebook.
That'd be chill with me, dude. Okay. I don't care, man. It is what it is. People, I really only ever post things that are
musical and
musical on it. And not to mention, like, if you're a fan, then you're a friend. Like you should know me. Like you should know about the type of shit that I do, like even when it's not music. You know? Like people are interested in that, and it's what is that called? A global village now. Like we're all fucking homies. We're all neighbors and shit. Like I wouldn't want to, like, I want to know what my neighbor's up to and shit. Like I want to know what kind of activity. Like this isn't some creeper shit, but like you know, like you got neighbors and you want to know what's up. Like you want to know that they're nice people and they have nice hobbies and shit. So add me on Facebook. It's Michael Chapa. That's Michael spelled in the conventional sense, and CHAPA. Watch out for a demo being released in September, early September. And if you want to have a fucking party, holler at your boy, because I'm down to do it. I'm down to do anything. I'm down to work with anybody, as long as you're legit. I don't want none of you fucking shitty veteran producers that have questions. Like, I need someone who's at least, you know, going out there and doing some shit. You need some motivation, though, holler, because I'll tell you what's up. But
Hey, I'm back in the bedroom. Just saying,
it's cool, man.
I have 8,000 things though, unlike most people. But I mean,
yeah, but I mean, like, I like people that, like, so there's some veteran producers out there, right, that have never gone out, but I like working with people that have like an idea of what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've met a few people out there that they're not doing like what they think they're doing. Like, they haven't even started. They're not even in the game. Like, they're scared. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to fucking work with me, like, or, you know, so maybe I'm not good enough to fucking work with you. Like, you're just too legit for me. Like, but if you want to work together, like, I'm down. I like people that aren't gonna talk. I like that. I like that work. I like that shit. Like, I like people that just show up, put the shit together. Let's knock it out.
Life. Work.
And then working, work. Just, yeah, I like that shit. I like work, hard work, man. That's all people give a fuck about. And that's all that's ever gonna help us out. Just work.
All right.
So yeah, fucking up my plugs, but trying to drop lessons and shit. But
well, I mean, you only have one plug, so like
yeah,
you did it. You did it. Yeah, there you go. Like, all right, that's it, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming on. Bake that chicken, smoke that turkey. Boosh.
Boosh. Holla.
So on my block, you get given a nickname, whether you wanted it or not. R.I.P. Casper. Don't save her, she don't wanna be saved. So busy chasing her, I forgot about Dave. Ain't seen you since 2003, still closer to me than a lot of people I meet. In my current life, man, I can't believe you had a wife. I wish I could have met her when you was here. You might have helped me overcome my own fears of talking to the opposite sex back when I was younger. Reminisce of times that are more funner. Playing with you and the crew every summer. Having more fun than Jim Carrey, Dumb and Dumber. I remember I met your mother and know how you used to love her. Cringe when she used to smother you with the love crime. Y'all talk Spanish and it shocked my mind. The white kid on the block, Casper, the Honduran kind. The Dinosaur Hunter, you played it on the N64 all summer. Every time you played it, I thought it was a bummer. Wish we could play it now, be nothing funner. Playing Street Fighter on the keyboard, using the number keys, I thought you had the weak sword. 4, 5, 6, was it punches or kicks? 1, 2, 3, try to defeat me. Jab strong, fierce strong, combos that are pierce. Short forward roundhouse, bodied in your own house. Practicing all the time, aiming to beat me. That day would never come, John Cena. Time after time, the outcome was the same. You would get really mad and complain. I'd easily drop a game or two just to have you back in the crew. Or why'd you have to do it? Nah, let me stop. To White Stone to see a classic movie to be, but too young were we for Bruce Willis stories. Still your best, I'm nice, sorry. Sixth Sense was the movie, but as kids it was poopy. We all young, so we